Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Curio Stitches podcast and today is Wednesday the 21st of October and it's about 20 to 2 in the afternoon. Okay, so I had to sort of make a few adjustments to get my head around this whole recording twice a week thing. So my plans are in place, I have everything scheduled. So here we go. Pretend this is yesterday. Okay, so today, let's do an intro. My name's Elly and I'm coming to you from Exeter in the southwest of England. I am the ripe old age of 39. I am a knitter, crocheter, sewer, spinner, indie dyer. I dye yarn, fibre. I also do fibre craft, so I make rolags and poonies. You can find me everywhere online as Curio Stitches. On Instagram it's Curio_Stitches. You can also find me as Luna Witch Knits. There is a new series of videos that I've been recording, hence the gap, for the Luna Witch Knits channel, also over here on YouTube, so go and find that one and like and subscribe. There's all sorts of good stuff coming. Let's see what else. Test knitter, mum, I'm gay. Yeah. Right, let's get on with the show. So, I have been really busy these last couple of weeks. Sorry about the gap, I did explain that. I'm trying something new with my hair and my makeup today. I couldn't resist, I love changing my hair up. If you've been here for a while, you know my hair is random, changes lots. Yeah, I did this yesterday. It's not actually hair dye. It's not anything, well, it's not out of bottle hair dye. I just use colour shampoos. So, I have a little swivel in my chair because that's what I do. Right, so today I am going to be giving you a peek at what is coming up for Curio Stitches Design because, oh yes, I'm also a pattern designer. That is my full-time job. So Curio Stitches, website, design, yarn, project bags, masks. That's my full-time occupation. So I have got a sneak peek of one of my designs that is currently in test knitting, and that is the Feline Phantom pullover. I have got some knitting projects to show you that are not my designs, because my designs have separate videos. I have got some sewing to show you, and I've got some acquisitions. So first things first, I'm going to start with Curio Stitches designs. Now the Feline Phantom pullover is, this is my arty sketch. I'm not great at drawing, but I quite like this. So here you go. Try and go this side. There she is. This is the Feline Phantom. So this is a double knit jumper. You can use sport weight if you find that your gauge is too big, you know, too different. And if you want it even bigger, you can go up to a worsted, you know, heavy DK worsted. It would work in thicker yarns, but you'd have to do a smaller size. It's like one of my neighbours is walking up the road and she doesn't know that I podcast. It's like, hello. Do we call this a podcast anymore? Because it's video. Vlogcast? I like that. So yes, Feline Phantom pullover. It is long sleeved, very loose fit, quite slouchy, very comfy. There is no male or female version of shaping. Like I said before, if you want to have shaping, there is a separate PDF that is available on my website for this jumper when this jumper goes live. It's free, you just add that one to the basket as well and it'll just go through along with this one. So that one I am using black and grey. And my test knitters, I have got 4 test knitters at the moment and they're using all sorts of different colour combinations and I can't wait. One of them I highlighted in my Instagram stories this morning. Yeah, very exciting. That's one of the things that is upcoming. It's a very quick knit jumper. And it's on large needles, loose gauge, beautiful, really comfy. Now Abby, my partner, she is desperate to have it finished so that she can have one too. But there is also a second version coming out that is going to be done in fingering weight, and it is going to have another spooky cat ghost, a feline phantom, and lots of other little colourwork details along with it. So that one's not coming for another couple of months. I have to finish knitting mine. Okay, talking about test knitting and finishing knitting objects, I have one to show you. I am wearing it. Now this is the Magic Girl Cowl by Pearl Scout Yarns. You can find her on YouTube. She's got a new YouTube channel. She's done, I think, 3 episodes now. And you can find her on Instagram as @Pearl Scout Yarns. And this beauty is her pattern. So she is a big fan of Sailor Moon. And I immediately jumped on test knitting this for her because it was really cute. And yes, now her version used fingering weight yarn, and she does have kits. She's going to be having kits. I think they're on pre-order now, but the pattern's being released on the 25th, so that is Sunday. And there will be kits available in her website. But yeah, so this has 3 repeats of the star and 3 repeats of the staff scepter, and it's got all these little stars going around it because that's magic and all that. So I knit mine in Karen Simply Soft in black, and I'll just swivel because I left it just out of reach. Burgundy. So mine used maths. Let me do maths. 113 grams of black and 37 grams of the red. So yes, so it is 3 repeats. Now I could have done just 2 repeats, but I wanted her to be able to know, you know, how much yardage it took to do it full scale. So this one is Aran weight. It's really cozy actually. And this is actually a Christmas present for my middle daughter who doesn't watch the podcast or vlogcast. I have taken some really nice photos, in my opinion. I was really pleased with how they came out. So I will insert those for you here. Did you enjoy that? So this is how big it is when it's not being worn. Yes, I haven't woven in these couple of ends yet, but my colour work I really like. Look how pretty it is. So you can even see what the design is on the inside. So there are quite a few long floats on here, so she suggests doing it every sort of 5 stitches and catching your floats. I did it between every 3 and 5 stitches. Sometimes I did 6 stitches, sometimes I did 5, just so that I didn't have gaps where the yarn showed through. So that's a good tip for you if you're working in colour work. If you alternate where you're switching yarns, you won't have that secondary colour poking through. So yes, that is a finished object, and that is going in my Christmas pile. I still have to crochet Kira, my middle daughter, a llama. We'll see. So on to other knitting, works in progress. Socks. So I am using my own hand-dyed iridescent self-striping, and this is going to be Afterthought heel socks. Now normally I would have already put in waste yarn and or done a shorter heel either in another colour or in the same colour. But I said last time I recorded, you know, give me some shout outs as to what colour you think would go nicely. No one said. No one. So, giving you another chance. What of these colours, or similar, I'm very tempted to do black or white actually, just to make them pop more, with grey. Black, white or grey, there you go. Those are your options, black, white or grey is the heels and cuffs. So this is now nearly long enough to be a whole sock. What I'm going to be doing is using the whole ball, little blob there, this was my sample thing, and I'm going to keep knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting, so I have a massive snake, and then I know how many stripes I need to leave for the other toe, so I should do that at the other end. And I'm going to do the traditional proper afterthought everything except for the toes. So I will measure where I need to put the toes in each end, at the heels even in each end, and put in both the heels, and then from there I will work out where the middle is between those two, so I get as long a sock as I can, and then cut it, pick up the stitches and do a nice chunk of rib. So yeah. Now this one you can see, and now your eyes are not deceiving you, it is slightly wider here than it is on the rest of the sock. Now that is because I was using my Chow Goose shorties, and these Abby got me for my birthday, yes, because I really wanted some, because I like little needles, and these ones go from, what is it, 2mm up to a 3.25mm, and they can make anything between a 5-inch and an 8-inch. So I started having a go with those and realised that my gauge was completely different, so I would have had to have gone down, say, at least 4 stitches to get my normal sock, how I make my socks. So I changed back, and it's gone back to my normal size. So one foot will be slightly baggier than the other, but I do plan to knit some socks using those and doing less stitches, because I do 64 stitch. I cast on, so I have 8 stitches on each side, and I just use Judy's Magic Cast On, or there's another one as well, but basically I do a figure of 8 across 2 needles. I will show you in one of the little videos that I've already recorded for the other channel. And then, yeah, I just knit and knit and knit and knit. So I do 60 rounds for my foot, 60 rounds for my leg, so that it's like that when I dry it. But these are going to be longer, hopefully. Now, I had, I think it was 68 grams of this originally. No, it wasn't. That was another ball of wool. This was a full ball minus, I think, that much for my sample. So I have 71 grams left. So these are going to be some long socks. Normally it takes me exactly 62 grams to knit a full length pair of socks. By full length I mean nice calf high socks. So yes. I also use 2.5mm needles. Now I've been trying to use different needles, but I'm also wanting to use my carbons until they wear out, because they do wear out. And that is living in my really cutesy little Halloween bag that I got years ago from Slip Stitch Studios. It's witches and things. It's October, people. I can use all the Halloween stuff and not look weird. So yes. Socks. The other project I have been working on is living in my very hairy cat bag. And it is the pink velvet jumper or pullover. It's pink velvet by Andrea Mowry. Now I said to you before that I was going to continue on the body, so that was my marker. I said that's for I separated the sleeves, and last time I showed you I was at this marker. So I've done that much, and I have got teeny tiny little bits left. So it's grown, it has grown, it has grown, see? And so I'm at the point now where I need to wind the next 2 skeins of yarn, which are here, and start on the sleeves. And then I shall knit the sleeves and then come back, like I said, and do the body. So I'm absolutely in love with this, absolutely crazy in love with this. And what I'm hoping to do, because I'm nuts, I want to do a reverse. So I want to make another one where it's black and this pattern is in purple, because I know I'm going to have plenty of yarn left. And if not, I will use the jumper yarn, the purple, to make another jumper and do one of my own designs as the yoke, because I've got so many coming. We'll have to see which one wins. It will be a coin toss. It really will be a coin toss. So the needles I'm using for these are my Knitter's Pride Caspians. You can't buy these in England. And they're green and teal and beautiful. And they are 3.5mm and 3.25mm for the little bit of ribbing at the top, and I think there's a little bit at the bottom as well. And the black, as I said before, is my hand-dyed Curio stitches in Poison, in fingering weight. The purple is over-dyed Malabrigo in their baby, the Merino baby lace weight, because I'm holding it double. Got any questions about that knit? Drop them down below. So that's all the knitting that I can show you today. My neighbour's been really busy, and normally I record, there's no one around, so I have the window open. It's open, that's why you can hear cars. I'm really sorry. It seems like my whole neighbourhood's been really busy today, exactly at this time. So, right. You can't really see this anymore, but this was my witch's brew cup that Abby got me the other day from Sainsbury's as a little present. I've finished my tea. The idea was that I'd have it here and I could show you, and it would be nice and warm and full, and you could see all the pretty stars and things that, you know. I haven't got a tiny sip of tea left, but I'm going to sip it anyway, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I was a bit dry from talking to you guys. So I had that last little bit of tea, and now I'm going to talk to you about things that have come into the house in the last couple of weeks. Ironically, I just had to redo this bit because my alarm went off to tell me to record. I'm recording. So this first piece that came in, I had before, or when I recorded last time, but I'd misplaced it, and I haven't used them so that I could show them to you as is on the podcast. So one of my friends on Instagram is Caffeinated Cables. Now she was doing some stitch markers, and it was sort of a pick and mix, and I was like, oh, I love these ones. So they arrived. Aren't they beautiful? So we've got a cat on a moon. I love cats. I have 5 cats. And then we've got the skull with the wings, another cat, a spider's web with a spider, a little skull hand, a skeleton hand, and then a spider on a web. And I didn't notice initially, but she also put on this tiny little pretty marker. Isn't that lovely? I love it. So these are from Caffeinated Cables. Go and check her out on Instagram. She might be making some more soon. I think she's still got some left. If not, ask her. You know, they're really cute stitch markers. They're really chunky, but they're not too heavy when they're just the one. And I've been waiting I'm waiting to show you guys so I can put these on my projects, because that one's going on one of my female phantoms that I'm currently working on. And this one is just going to sit on my other one while it looks, you know, just pretty. There we go. Okay, so on a Monday, Abby and I like to go into town just to get out of the house, because I don't go anywhere unless I'm picking Eva from school, which means I get to walk the dogs. It means I don't have to go out twice in one day. I don't leave the house because I'm good. But on a Monday, Abby and I both take the day off, and we go into town and we get bits and pieces that we need together without having to text each other or phone each other, and it makes more sense. However, we were walking past Flying Tiger and we had to go in because, number one, I like candles. I'm always burning candles. I have 1, 2, 3 lit at the moment. But they had these cute little Halloween bags. It's just a tiny little tote bag from Tiger, and it's just plain inside, canvas, but I love it. So this is going to be my next little cast on, little project bag, and it's really cute because I can hang it on my arm, you know. And actually in town I got so little other than my candles that I managed to get everything I needed in this bag. So that was just £2, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Made my little heart go boop. So yeah, it's a nice little treat. And then in the post, I had to order some yarn, some fabric to make some more masks. And while I was there, I do a lot of my fabric shopping on Frumble. And they are Frumble fabrics. So there's all their information. So they had a remnant sale, and they quite often have remnant sales, so it's end of rolls and things like that. So I managed to get 5 remnants in their sale. Some is for one daughter, some is for another daughter. I have 3 daughters, one of them doesn't like anything handmade. And the other piece is for me. So, I have got some raindrops. Now this is going to be some little pyjamas for my youngest daughter. Possibly so is this. This is just grey with a little bit of glitter. These are all on the sale. This one is a remnant. So this is going to be something for my middle daughter and a couple of masks because it's so cute. This one you will see on my other channel, because I'm using this one to make a little top, one that I designed myself, and then the rest will be masks. And again, this one is for my youngest daughter for some more pyjama type things for Christmas. So yes. So that is what I will be making in the next couple of weeks, because I have a sewing schedule. I've been sewing like crazy. Now, masks. I have been making so many masks, and I keep talking about the fact that I'm making masks and everything, and I never show you. Primarily because most of my masks I don't sell online. I make and they get sold in Abby's shop. Because her customers, as everyone does, have to wear masks. But these are more fun. So, I'm just going to show you what I've got. If you're local, you'll know of Abby's place. But I have got some of these Scully ones. Really cute. I have got some trees with ravens and owls. I've got some of this, which is sort of filigree with bats. It's very gothic. And then I've got some bats. So these ones have elastic, and then I have some more which have got toggles and draw cords. But if you really like any of these, I will be doing a post on Instagram later today. So if you would like to reserve one, you know, for me to invoice you, they're only £5. Let me know either down below or on Instagram later, and I'll just keep them and send them to you instead of sending them to the shop. Simple. Okie dokie. So I think that's it for today. Primarily because I have a lot more to talk about, but not until Friday. I've got to keep some things, otherwise I run out. Right. So thank you ever so much for coming and watching today. Cliche time. Please would you like and subscribe down below? That will really help me grow my channel. If you would like to see any of my knitting design patterns, follow me on Instagram. And also they are available on my website, which is curiostitches.com. You can find me everywhere online as @Curio_stitches on Instagram. And finally, I won my case on Facebook. My group and page on Facebook is now Curio Stitches. That was a battle, let me tell you. So go and join the group over there. We also have a members area on my website with blog. If you want any of the show notes from today's episode, they will be over there. If you want to message me at all, drop me a message down below or on Instagram. If you like this video, please consider sharing it and save it to a playlist, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm to boost my channel. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so thank you for spending time with me today. I will see you all again in a couple of days.